Hey now, this is my style.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I'll take care of this.
Steven, be careful! What is the meaning of this?
We'll just talk through the language of art.
Okay, I'll give it a chance.
You rascal, can I ever tell you a story without working in a song again?
Time to cut the cheese.
Hey!
Sounds pretty explained to me.
Hey guys, Ultra Vox here, and welcome to the Summer Steven Week 2 preview. So this week is when things start happening in the show. For this season, the first week was just, being reintroduced into Beach City. But with this upcoming week, we seem like we'll get more insight on Steven's powers, the return of an old friend, and the return of an old foe. So on Monday is Restaurant Wars, and for those who have seen the previews or the leaks, then you know my video from last week was correct. Restaurant Wars is about Beach City Walk fries and Fish Stew Pizza going at war with each other. Now, the reason why is rather silly, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. But from what I can gather from images and the actual official preview clip from Cartoon Network's site, it looks like Ronaldo and Kiki will fake a romance. Or is that Jenny? I'm not looking at it right now, so I can't remember, but basically, it looks like they're gonna try to seize the feud between Mr. Fryman and Coffee by having a forbidden Romeo and Juliet-esque romance. Oh, love brings us together, blah, 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 blah. But this episode so far, from the leaks, from Cartoon Network's official clip, from the Twitter clip, whatever, it looks like it's gonna be hilarious. It looks like it's gonna be one of the funniest episodes yet, and that's exciting. And I'm also glad we're gonna see Petey again. My one wish come true.
I want to order off menu.
You always order off menu, Steven.
And after Restaurant Wars is Kikis Pizza Delivery Service. We were led to believe this was going to be the anime episode, but that was actually Beach City Drift, the one that was a homage to anime. That was a homage to Initial D. But you'd think an episode called Kiki's Pizza Delivery Service would be due to the Studio Ghibli movie, Kiki's Delivery Service. So that was rather confusing, but it looks like, and now it's confirmed, this episode will dive into Steven's dream powers again. While it doesn't look like he'll have full mind control like last week with the new Lars, he will be inside Kiki's dreams. The synopsis is that he's helping her with nightmares. And we see promos of Steven calling himself Dream Warrior, going around with the pizza cutter, the rocket boots, etc., etc. And while we don't know the full extent of Steven's dream powers or its importance in the show, I believe it'll help in healing corrupted gems, healing people in general, and help him learn more about people, gems, a being as a person, connecting with them on another level, even if they don't want to. But this is definitely shaping up to be an amazing, fun episode. I'm excited to see how weird and trippy they can get. And Steven with the bandana and pizza cutter just looks badass.
Those initials are looking pretty slick, Steven.
So all around, this is probably my third anticipated episode of the week. Restaurant Wars being honestly the last one. And that's because Wednesday we have Monster Reunion. Now, from the Watch Seeing Anything app and the clip that was on there, we already know that Centipeetle possibly will be healed. I don't know if she'll be fully healed or what. I mean, at the time of recording this, the leaks haven't dropped yet for the images. Like usually images from the episode drop online around this time of the week. I don't believe she'll be fully healed, honestly, for my personal opinions, just because I feel like that'd be kind of too easy. Maybe at the end of the episode she'll be fully healed, but I feel like there's going to be a catch to whatever happened after the clip that was on the Watch Seeing Anything app when Steven healed her and she fell to the ground. But I definitely think this episode will be a tearjerker just because Monster Buddies was pretty emotional. And Centipeetle in general just has this emotional connection to the audience. And Monster Buddies, she was almost like a pet, and we were watching a pet struggling. But we also know she's not just a pet, she's a gem. And now that we know there is more to her, struggling inside that corrupted form, wanting to be her old self, that's really heart-wrenching to know that Steven may not be able to fully heal her. But if my theory on the show is trying to get as many gems as possible introduced, not like an overabundant amount, but like have a bigger team assembled before the end of the season in case Yellow Diamond shows up, then maybe she will be fully healed, or at least healed enough to a point where she can join in combat.
Look what I can do! All right!
And then Thursday takes us to Alone at Sea, and leaks have been going around. We don't know if they're real or not, legit or not. I mean, they look pretty legit, but we don't know if it's from this episode, but if they are, and obvious spoilers ahead, Jasper will be in this episode. I personally think, from the images that were released, well, not released, but leaked, that the opening of the episode will be a nightmare sequence that Lapis has with Jasper, and then Steven and Greg take her out fishing with them to ease her fears, and then Jasper will show up. I believe she'll be a corrupted gem. So yeah, this will be a Lapis episode, and since she's on a trip with Greg, the last 2 times a gem has been on a trip with Greg, ended in some emotional, life-changing event, then we should be in for a treat. Lapis episodes are always a good one. Greg episodes are always good. And any time with Steven makes for a delightful evening. So, this is honestly my number 1 most anticipated episode of the week. Mostly because I just really want to see Jasper. Oh god, Lord, please let her be in it. But I do think if she does appear and it's not a nightmare sequence, she'll be corrupted. I mean, they're setting it up pretty perfectly with all the clips Cartnegro has released. They're fishing, they're at sea, Lapis is gonna have the time of her life, and then Jasper appears. But like I said, she'll probably be corrupted.
Steven, who is this?
And then Friday takes us to Greg the Babysitter. My original theory was that Jasper would be corrupted at the end of Alone at Sea, and then Steven would have Greg babysit her until he figures out what to do. But now we know that isn't the case. This will actually be another flashback episode, which are my favorite. These are the best kind of episodes for me, and the synopsis is Greg tells Steven how he got his job at the car wash. So I'm really excited for this. I don't know who Greg could be babysitting. A lot of people are thinking it's Amethyst, but no, like, I just don't see Amethyst having to be babysat. But maybe, who knows? Maybe it could be Sour Cream he's babysitting. But I'm really excited to just see 80s/90s Greg, Rose, Pearl, Amethyst, Garnet again. I can't wait to see what other characters look like in that time period. I don't know how big of a time skip is going to be after We Need to Talk's time frame. That seemed to be just like a few months after Story for Steven's time frame, so we'll see.
Don't tell me, sing me!
But what do you think? Comment your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. What episode are you looking for the most this week? Like I said, my list is number 1, Alone at Sea, number 2, Monster Reunion, number 3, Kikis Pizza Delivery Service, number 4, Greg the Babysitter, and number 5, Restaurant Wars. But I'm sure they're all going to be great episodes. None of these episodes have me less excited than the other. Awestruck Vox, signing out.